When it comes to school field trips, being out on the San Francisco Bay with the Treasure Island Sailing Center gives kids a boatload of information about history, ecology, and renewable energy. Here to tell us more is the center's executive director, Travis Lund. Hey Travis, how are you?
I'm great, Carly, thank you.
Thanks for being here, or letting us be here, really.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it.
Let's talk first about what the Treasure Island Sailing Center is and what it does.
Okay. The Treasure Island Sailing Center is a community sailing organization sanctioned by the United States Sailing, and we are a community access point for sailing and boating for the San Francisco Bay. We envision everybody who comes to the center has the opportunity to learn and grow through the sport of sailing.
I love the little tagline. It's a launching point for new horizons.
Yeah.
What do you guys mean by that?
Well, what we mean is that we specialize in taking kids who otherwise wouldn't have the ability or the access to come and use sailboats and have this kind of experience.
If you want us to go straight, you keep it in the middle.
And it's part of your mission to serve those students and
Absolutely.
really the community at large that doesn't have access.
Correct, yeah, both youth and adults.
And affordability is a key part of having this type of program be accessible.
Absolutely.
So how do you work with the schools, the local schools, with that?
Well, the schools, for instance, with the Set Sail Learn program that's here, we're able to provide that service through a variety of different grants, one of which is from the St. Francis Sailing Foundation, and we have a couple of smaller grants from people like the TK Foundation, the Mellon Foundation, and Colocation America, who have supported this program for this year.
This recent grant that you just touched upon, it's a pretty large grant, so how many students are going to be helped by that one alone?
That one is the St. Francis Sailing Foundation grant, which is a 3-year commitment from them, which is a $40,000 a year commitment, which will bring up to 1,200 to 1,300 students per year to the center. So we're talking almost 3,600 students in the next 3 years.
That's awesome.
Completely for free.
That's so great. And then there's also some scholarship opportunities for other schools.
In general, for children in the Bay, we have a very generous scholarship opportunity here for all the other classes that we do. So if your household income is under $70,000 a year, your kids can come here for half price. And if it's under $40,000 a year, they can come for free.
Now, the students that come here, there's a lot of offerings, but let's talk about the Set Sail Learn program, which you touched upon. Tell us about that.
The Set Sail Learn program is a STEM-based experiential learning program. And STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. And we blend that with sailing because we know that sailing a sailboat has a lot of parallels in those applications.
Yeah, I think people might look at it and go, sailing, what do I need that for? Sort of like when kids say, I'm not going to take calculus, I don't need to know that. But they do. There are 21st century skills.
Absolutely. And so we have 3 different curriculum to choose from. One is engineering and maritime history, talking about the developments of boat buildings through the years. The other one is ecology of the bay, where we're touching upon the environment and bringing the kids closer to the environment. We trap a crab, they get to sex it in the classroom. Cool. And then the one that we're doing today is the power of the wind, which is really talking about sustainable energy. And then the kids come in and they build a little, what we call a race car, but it's actually a little boat made of paper and straws and lifesavers for wheels. And they talk about that in the classroom, and then we bring the kids out on the water and they can actually see how a boat moves without any kind of propulsion other than the wind.
And as someone who loves sailing and has devoted themselves to bringing sailing to the masses, what does that do to you?
It's very gratifying. After having worked for a number of different corporations in the sailing field, and to be able to come here and take what I've always known as being part of my life and be able to touch kids and show them a different side of culture and a different side of their environment. You know, they live right here on San Francisco Bay, and it's unfortunate that a lot of them don't have the opportunity to play in the water. Yeah. And so, you know, even just that little bit is tremendously gratifying for me.
Well, Travis, thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.